Well, we're here at Pismo State Beach Campground, so let's get ready for another episode of The Rolling Escape. We plan on heading up to Pismo Beach State Park this weekend. I have a conference that I have to attend on Saturday, so I will be sitting all day long in that while everyone else has fun. But at least I will get all day tomorrow, Friday. I thought what I would do is kind of just go over what we do for prep when it's time to hit the road. Came into the RV this morning to do was to collect all of our water bottles that I need to fill up. We got these little ones here because they happen to fit right across there. This was, I'm sure, intended for wine, but we don't drink, so we use it for our water bottle storage there for those little ones. We have 4 of them because we keep one of them in the fridge at all times, so it's chilled. And then for just the weekend, we'll have a couple more gallons. We were just on a trip a couple of weeks ago, but before we leave today, I'm just draining out the freshwater tank, and then I'll fill it all the way full before we leave today, because we are going to a state park where there is no hookups of any kind, so we will be completely off-grid this weekend. All the water has drained out of the fresh tank, so we're going to go ahead and connect our hose, filtered of course, and fill up the fresh tank. I had about a half a tank of DEF fluid and needed to fill it up. We really don't go through much DEF fluid, diesel exhaust fluid. The last time that we filled it up was when we were up in Oregon. We went from Oregon back down to California, took a couple of weekend trips in California, and then took a trip from California to the Grand Canyon to Sedona, Arizona, and back again, and that only used about a half of a tank. So we do pretty well with our DEF. So that 2.5 gallons worth of DEF should definitely top off the tank. I think it only takes about 5 gallons. I wanted to come in and show you guys how compact and kind of the idea of what we ended up doing. A lot of times people are wondering what to do or how to carry around their Starlink, and we have a Starlink Mini, so I wanted to just show you guys what kind of solution we came up with. It was a pretty inexpensive solution. So this is what we ended up getting to carry around our Starlink, act as a little bit of a protection, and just to keep everything together. It's just a little inexpensive, a little laptop carrier. And so in the Velcro section where you would put your laptop is where the Starlink receiver goes. And in the Mini, in the Starlink Mini, there is only this. There's only the receiver, which also has the modem and everything all right here. There is no other component. And then just the AC plug and its cordage, that one cord. That's all we have. But that just goes in there. And then in addition to that, we have these, we bought these suction cup brackets that we also store in here that just go top and bottom, and we'll stick it in the front window because it's angled, and that way it's inside, it can't be stolen, it's secure. And as long as, you know, we have a clear view out the front. With the traditional Starlink, there's, you know, a separate modem router, and the actual receiver is bigger than this. But I mean, just what's in here, that's what gets us high-speed internet anywhere we go. We can be literally in the middle of nowhere, and that does it for us. This is my bag of vitamins that I will be putting away here in the bathroom. So my back is completely jacked up, so my helpers are coming in with the refrigerated food. I would just set it like not on the glass thing, but all of this refrigeratable food needs to go in there. What I thought I would do is just kind of show you what we found at the dollar store, or is it Dollar Tree? What is it now?
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, yeah. Just these little collapsible kind of containers that we can like throw our clothes in the house and then bring them out. And so then when you're here, you know, like underwear in this one, you know, pants in this one, you can slide it down. And it just makes it easy, these little things, to grab. You know, these are shirts, to grab what you need. Well, we finally made it to the Pismo Beach State Campground. Definitely a lot of squirrels here, that's for sure. Oop, I don't know if you saw that. Here's one right in there. He's gonna make a run for it. Hey guys, we're gonna cook some grilled cheese sandwiches tonight with mushrooms and onions, sourdough bread, and of course cheese. So, you always have to make sure that you have some storage left on your camera, or you're not going to be able to finish filming the making of dinner. So, that's what happened, guys. We have eaten dinner and we are going to go to bed. So, we will see you tomorrow morning. Well, good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful morning here at Pismo Beach State Campground. I love the fact that there's so much space, you know, between campsites. That's kind of across the way, but there's this huge grassy area. There's just a lot of room. We're all stacked. A whole bunch of people joined us. There's someone here, someone here, someone there, someone there. So we have all sorts of, everybody crawled into bed this morning. We have a big group. It's really not that cold outside. I think it's probably in the 50s, which for California is probably cold. But it's kind of damp, and it always tastes good to have a little tea in the morning. Our favorite, what's our favorite, guys? Yogi Detox Tea. We have Otto here, right, Otto? You're part of the Backcountry Bunch. You guys can see the Backcountry Bunch on YouTube. Check them out. Living in a cabin in the woods. They're with us right now down at the beach. Speaking of the Backcountry Bunch.
Ah, yes.
We were just introducing Otto. The ADD 35 mile an hour
Hound.
weasel hound.
Come on, buddy.
Hi, bud. Sit. You may wonder why we have a bucket in the sink, but it's when we're dry camping like this, we have our freshwater tank filled, but there is a freshwater spigot kind of right behind our campsite where we can go and fill up more fresh water, but obviously our gray tank is limited. So the more that we can not have to fill up the gray tank and just fill up that bucket, and then we can always just dump it at the drain where the faucet is. So that lets us go a little bit longer. It's a really nice day out. February 20th. And it's super nice. Beach is directly through that direction right there. I think I'm gonna get the Blackstone out and we'll get some breakfast going. And then I think we'll probably walk down over to the beach. Show you guys the beach. Some cloud cover now, or yeah, so we're not it's definitely gotten cooler. Just finished with breakfast. When we're off grid, we really try to minimize our generator usage because it's loud. Just don't want to disturb other people. So this is kind of what we've been doing. We have a suitcase portable 200 watt solar panel, and right now it's just sitting out there and going in through the front door because everyone's watching TV. So we have a 750 watt Blue Eddy we have sitting here. Got our Starlink plugged in, got the TV, everyone's watching Price is Right now. And so anyway, right now it was at over 120, 130 watts of charge, but now it's only 30 watts because of the cloud cover. We're pulling 91 watts, so we're going low. But anyway, that's kind of what we do in the evenings if we're gonna be watching movies. We end up just using the Blue Eddy for like our electronics, and that way the house batteries. We do have a 120 watt solar panel on the roof for house batteries, and that, you know, again, if it's a sunny day, it does fine. That's going to run the refrigerator, the water pump. Those are the main, and the lights. Those are the main pullers of electricity. Mainly the water pump and the refrigerator is what's really going to be pulling electricity. The lights pull virtually nothing. Where are we going, Kennedy?
We're going on a walk to the beach.
Yep. That's what we're gonna do. There's a walkway right through Get you there. I mean, that's the beach right there. Right there. So if you're somewhere where it's below freezing right now, I do realize it is February, but this little beach walk is for you guys. Where you can enter the beach with your vehicle and actually drive and park on the beach. You can even camp on the beach way down here. We're back at home. Another fun thing to do when you're up in Pismo is to, the best time is probably January, December, January, is to visit the Monarch Butterfly Preserve. It's just right adjacent to the state park here. And we're gonna go walk down there now. It may be a little bit late, end of February, but maybe we'll see some. We spoke to a docent who told us that the low numbers this year they suspect are because of a very early snowfall and freeze in the Rocky Mountain area where the monarch spends the summer. They are hopeful that in the fall, the population will return to more normal numbers. We only saw just a couple of beautiful monarch butterflies today. So we decided that we were going to come up and help my aching back by coming up to the Sycamore mineral springs. There's a whole bunch of little hot tubs on the little wooded hillside, so we'll take you on that journey as we head up into the tubs. Yes, very much needed, and I think it might have helped my back, so let's hope so. It's a beautiful evening, beautiful sunset this evening. Just getting ready to cook some dinner. We're gonna have some chicken and some zucchini. time has come for me to sit in a 12-hour relicensing conference. So my fun for the weekend has, at least for 12 hours, come to an end. My family came to rescue me during lunch. We're wandering around Walmart, as you can see. It's just nice to have a change of pace for at least a half an hour versus sitting for 12 hours is really long, and looking at the same thing the whole time gets old after a while. So just out on break. It's extremely hard to sit for 12 hours, but getting towards the end. Hopefully the fam is having a good time.
I don't come.
I know! Where's the treats? Where are the treats?
Well, after 12 hours of sitting in class, last night we decided to just do the easy thing and go to In-N-Out and then come home, watch some of The Voice, and go to sleep. So it was an unexciting night. Probably not what I would call camping. It would be called lounging around in the RV in comfort, watching TV. But this morning, we are gonna make some breakfast. I just finished making some tea, and then we have to be out of here by about noon. So we'll take one last glimpse of the campground. We got the Blue Eddy charging. It was completely dead last night because we tried to plug in the dehumidifier, and it had been used for watching TV and all that. So we have it charging right now. Clearly we needed the dehumidifier because we have humidity in the windows. So when you're right here by the beach, you guys already saw this. When you're right here by the beach, it's definitely a needed device. Dehumidifier. Preferably one that runs all night so that it dehumidifies.